If you could erase your worst memory, would you? Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Dyson Debates YouTube channel and Spotify podcast. Today, I'm going to go into my essential question. If you could erase your worst memory, would you? I'm of course going to go into that. And at first, most people, they would say yes, indefinitely. But the more you think about it, the harder the question actually becomes. I'm going to go into the arguments for erasing it. So, some memories cause years of suffering, like needing to go to a therapist to kind of deal with that traumatic experience, depending on what it is. Um, this traumatic experience can also cause anxiety, fear, and depression, and maybe even guilt, like survivor's guilt. If this memory serves no purpose except causing pain, why do we why keep it? What is a person without memories? I agree with that so much because memories shape who we are. It shapes the connective bonds in between people. I also think that these painful experience memories, um, it really it all comes down to the lesson that you get out of it. It comes down to the lesson of what you do after this traumatic event or this traumatic memory. This memory that, let's say, if you think of the memory right now, that memory that you want to change, think of the lesson that has come after it. Think of what you went through after this memory, and think of how you've changed since this. I believe that life is shaped through tough memories. The way your values are shaped through tough and good memories, like harsh, traumatic, and non-traumatic memories. In the sense of good memories, bad memories. I think our values are shaped like that because like I value education. I value this stuff. A memory that got me into this stuff or got me into education or something that snapped from me. It wasn't really a memory, but it was more of a kind of a wake up. I think that I have such a good opportunity and that I should use it to its full extent, to its full potential. And that's why I'm doing a lot of this stuff. Um, because I want to share my message to people I know and just to YouTube itself. Removing a memory, of course, will change a person's personality, uh, values, relationships, and decisions. Also, this pain of a traumatic memory is a big part of what made you stronger today. Something 6 months ago, the traumatic memory. If you're still here to this day, you are a stronger person than you were ever in the past. Means that you fought through this kind of phase of anxiety, depression, and fear that it would happen again. But you went through it. You came out stronger than ever. Some may say that, oh, I'm still fucking terrified of the past. I'm terrified that it's still gonna happen. But you're still here. You're still alive and breathing. Be proud of that. Be proud. Be proud that you're able to live. That's why I think we should keep that painful memory, which is what I'm trying to say. I think also if you erase this memory, do you erase a part of yourself? I really think you do. I already said this, but I really think you do. I think it really defines you. I think this connects to one of philosophy's biggest questions on identity crisis and what defines you, and free will or non free will. Because if we're saying there's no free will, I think that a big argument for this would be memories and them existing traumatic memories in particular. For example, um, there is this guy who invented. I remember I watched this on Shark Tank. The guy who invented the mask thing on your face when you go to bed at night to cover your mouth, of course, so you can breathe through your nose. His dad died because there's this some sort of condition where when you breathe out your mouth, it's like something bad with your lungs or something. So he invented that. And you think if his dad didn't die because of that, you think he would have never invented it? And this is literally why we invent anything nowadays, or this is with particular people. There's this counselor in at school, middle school, where he got sexually assaulted as a little kid. Not little kid, more like height, like teen ages. And now he runs a whole program on the idea of consent and sexual assault and how to identify and have a trusted adult to go to if you are ever in a case of a sexual assault. If you're ever in a sexual assault case. You think if that never happened to him, he would have never done that. I don't know what he would have done. Um, if he's come to my school, this is why I'm choosing this example. You wouldn't wish your most traumatic memory on your enemy. I feel like, at least for me, I don't even have an enemy. I don't have any. I don't have any enemies, but I would never release that upon my greatest foe. We all dream for a life with no pain, but I think pain is one of the most valuable things that one person can receive. People use pain as an indicator to what their limit is, and then they decide to go past that limit. And then they decide to go, all right, this hurts. I'm going to keep doing it because it will make that person better. Pain literally does. That's what pain is. That's why I find that so valuable. I think one can only reach their full potential through pain. Like trials and tribulation, I think it's the same exact thing. Growth cannot exist without suffering. Would you erase a memory if it meant becoming a slightly different person than who you are? I mean, I'm answering this myself, and I'm asking you guys as well. You don't have to comment, just think. I want to have myself any other way. I think if I were to erase a memory, I would be sad about it, because I would become a different person than what I am now. I'm happy with who I am. I think what it comes down to is how much you respect yourself. If you're happy with who you are, there's no point in erasing a memory. Tony Stark wouldn't be Tony Stark if he wasn't stuck in that cave. It's with every hero story, and it's true to real life as well. Even like professional players, I think they wouldn't be better without their first loss. A loss gives you a sense of what it feels like, and the hate or like the fear that people fear loss a lot. And I think that's a great thing because it really motivates you to win. I don't know why. I think it's a universal thing that there's always something that sticks with them. Something bad that happened in their life that sticks with someone. I mean, someone can change in a day. Someone can change in an hour. It's all situational. Anakin Skywalker changed into Darth Vader, then Darth Vader changed back into Anakin Skywalker through the other person, Luke Skywalker. We just, I think everyone changes through other people. I think that's just how humans are. The people that you share your memories with are the same people that you depend on and that you change with together. It's the people you choose to have these memories with. It's the same people you're allowing to make you change yourself. Same people, sorry, it's the same people that you willingly let change you, and you change them. Like it's me and my friend, and I think no matter what, I will be changed by this person, and no matter what, they will be changed by me because they're my friend, and it's the person I chose. I don't think I can change off. I don't think. I think there's a deeper level connection. The deeper the connection goes, the more I would change off them. But I don't think a stranger. I don't believe a stranger I just met at a coffee shop, whatever we're talking about, could change me. Depending on the conversation, I don't think that person could change me. Definitely, because I don't know them too well. Sorry. This is someone I trust deeply, and I will be changed. And they will also be changed because I feel like they have a knowing idea, or I think they have a general idea that I trust them, and therefore they can trust me. I would not erase my most traumatic memory. It defines who I am, and I am happy with who I am right now. And I think a lot of people out there are also happy with who they are. People move on. There's something about people moving on. It's like how a video game dies. Once a video game dies or falls off, let's say falls off. I think it can fall off. The only reason why it will fall off is because people move on to the next game, to the next big game, or they move or they get bored of the old one. And some people still stay with it. People stay with that game because they genuinely like it. Now, would someone with a traumatic memory stay with that game because they like it, or stay with that memory because they like it? No, they move on to the next good memory that will come their way through life. They will not. They're not gonna stay on that thought forever because we move on from stuff we don't like in general. Like we forget about it pretty quickly. It's like Helldivers. Helldivers. People moving on from that game. Let's say like 6 months. I don't know if anyone knows that game. That fell off quite a bit because people moved on to the next game, and a lot of people just didn't like the idea, or just got bored of it. I think in life you're gonna get bored of thinking of the same memory, of the same traumatic memory, again and again. That's my analysis. Subscribe, like the video, please. Tim out. Adios, amigo.